Greetings, my name is Giuseppe Tempio. I work at a global livestock environmental assessment model, GLEAM, produced by FAO, and I will briefly introduce you to some of the updates and challenges concerning feed basket data in our work. So first and foremost, what is GLEAM? Is a model for the assessment of the environmental impact of the livestock sector based on a life cycle assessment approach. It means that it can estimate impacts not only on farm from the animal production units, but also from upstream and downstream processes. The main objective of the model is to estimate different kinds of environmental impacts from the sector. Is based on a spatially explicit analysis with a global coverage and the possibility of allocating the estimated impacts to different animal products. So why are feed rations important for our work? We know that feed production and transport is associated with different kind of environmental impacts, but even if we talk only about greenhouse gas emissions, these can account for at least 1/3 of total emissions from the sector based on our latest assessment. Moreover, feed basket can also influence the emissions directly produced by animals, like enteric methane and emissions from manure. And this is because of the nutritional quality and composition of the diet, mostly for the energy content, digestibility, and nutrient content of the feed baskets. Therefore, collecting accurate data on this is extremely important for us. So what are the main challenges in our experience related to feed basket data? They are mostly related to three main aspects that are, of course, data availability, representativeness, and how easily this data can be updated. And all of this is interconnected. So, for example, it's quite complex to build a data set on a global scale of feed basket data for each country, species, and production system that we consider in the model. And while a certain degree of generalization can be used to produce a global data set, this can reduce the representativeness at a more local scale, like, for example, a subnational or even farm level. While vice versa, data that are already collected at a local scale can be difficult to upscale. And of course, then data have to be representative also for different time period, and this can be complex to update and being keep updated in time. Up to this point, the model has been using a simplified list of feed items with about 40 commodities based on the most important ones at global level, and rations compositions were based on expert opinion, literature review, and modeling. And while this was suited for a global assessment, as I said, it was also difficult to use on a scale, and for some of the data that we use, it was also difficult to update. So one of the first improvements we have been working on in the context of the ongoing developments of the model was the expansion of the feed list. We produced a new list with more than 170 feed items with data about nutritional quality for each of these items. And many of these are also commodities reported in FAO official statistics with the possibility of adding new items in the future. This should increase the flexibility of the model in capturing local diets while still allowing us to build a comprehensive data set at global level. Of course, we will need to also compile feed basket data using this new feed list. And for this, we plan to build a global network of focal points that could help us in data compilation and updates from different countries and regions. In the future, we would like also to develop a new modeling framework based on data about feed availability and trade that could help us in producing also time series and scenario analysis. And of course, additional challenges in this will be, for example, the inclusion of seasonality that in some contexts can be quite important and for which we already worked on some case studies. And of course, everything that is related to data about pasture, fodder crops, and crop residues because of the lower availability of data about these specific items. With this, I thank you for your attention. I invite you to visit our website and to contact us at the InfoGleam mailbox for every question you may have, or if you want to collaborate with us for our ongoing developments. Thank you again.